What up, everybody? This is a video that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. Really excited about it. The only thing is we had to wait on the results. So, as we've been starting to treat our lawn, we wanted to present it as a case study to show what is possible when you are applying some of these principles that Lawn Pride uses to your lawn. Okay, so we've been doing fertilizer, weed control. We recently laid down some surface pest control as well, but wanted to show everybody what our results have been and how it has looked over time. So that's a little bit about what this video is about. Now, moving to this section, you'll see this is where we started, right? And so I want all of the homeowners out there to know that just because your lawn is full of weeds does not mean that it is out of control. Like we can rein it in with consistency and some patience. So you're never too far gone in terms of being able to get rid of some of the stuff that's out there. So you can see that we started off with a whole bunch of clover. There was a whole lot of broadleaf weeds and not a lot of grass in our front lawn. You can see it here that it's very patchy. There's almost zero healthy grass. This is all weed, and you'll see that when we go along. But we have had very unhealthy soil, very compacted, very just hadn't been treated for a long time. We moved into this house, and the previous owner originally really took care of his lawn, but then let it go over the years. It just becomes too much for a lot of people, and that is totally understandable, and that's where we can come in and help out. But you can see that basically everywhere there's just clover. We had henbit, we had chickweed, dandelions. There was just about everything in this lawn that you could imagine. And then back here in the back, it actually looked a little bit more full, and you'll see that a little bit later as well, but it was just a different kind of weed. So while this up front was clover and more broadleaf weeds, this is what is called Poa Annua, or annual bluegrass. And so it doesn't respond to the same treatments. And so we'll show that as we go along. But in the month of March, we did our first application, and you can see that we nearly completely killed off everything. And that is a necessary step to get rid of everything that's not supposed to be there. And so we had very, very little actual grass in our yard. You can see all that clover's gone, all the henbit, all the chickweed, all of that is gone, and there's nearly nothing left over. But we needed to get rid of all of the parasites, which is the weeds, in order to create room for healthy growth. So we got rid of all of that, and you can see it is nearly barren. And so what I had to do to this area, you can see a very thick layer of dead stuff, dead weeds, and I raked it up to get rid of it and to create room for us to actually be able to grow healthy grass. You can see in the back, this actually looks healthier than it did before, but that is fool's gold, because that is Poa that's growing in. And while it looks great like this, it has been recently mowed. When it's not mowed, then you get little white flowers on it, and it looks really gross. And so that is a little bit deceptive in that picture. It looks healthy as grass, but it is not. It is all that annual bluegrass. But then in May, this is where we did our third treatment, and the Bermuda was starting to fill in a little bit. It has come out of dormancy. starting to fill into those blank spots. It's not looking quite as dead. You can see that it is splotchy here, and we just continued doing our treatments and being patient, knowing that the science was going to take care of it. But that started to fill in a little bit. This area still struggles. It is by far the most compacted soil that we have on our front yard. But you can see that even a little bit starting to grow in, not much, but that portion is going to take a little bit longer. We wanted to get it a good aeration as well. We treated the whole front lawn with a liquid aeration, which is going to be really, really good for it, break up the soil and allow the roots to grow a little bit deeper. And then you can see the Poa is still healthy. It hadn't gotten warm enough to where it was going to die off yet, but it will over the coming months. And then while it's dying off, we just need to make sure that we take advantage of it dying and that we replace it with healthy turf. And so we come to June, which is where we are now. This was actually taken a couple weeks ago. We made our 4th application here in June, and really starting to take care of some things. But you can see that the Bermuda is really starting to assert itself in that area that was completely dead before. So that's starting to look good. We've cleared out all the clover and really given it some space to run. And grass is looking way healthier than it did before. And it's going to continue to thicken over time, to darken over time. And you can see that even this area that really, really struggles and is notoriously difficult is starting to get some growth in it. Now, I do want to say that down here in the corner, and here you can see that some of the growth that is coming in here is crabgrass. And that is something that will come in during this late spring season, early summer, and start to really germinate. And so we've been pulling that and really trying to get that out. We actually in June applied quinclorac, which is our crabgrass killer, and that is part of our 7 or 10 app subscription program. So that will start. I have actually already seen some results from that. We sprayed it 2-3 days ago. But this was taken in the middle of June, so I think on the 14th. So about a week and a couple days ago. Now the Poa here in the backside has almost all died, but you can see that it's left quite a bit of dirt. And so that right now is dirt that we're going to have to fill in. And just like the front part, it was completely dead and now is filled in. We now have to continue to be patient and treat and allow the crabgrass the Bermuda to fill in here in the backside. So it is coming along. I'm going to show you some bigger pictures just so that you can see them a little bit closer up. So here was March. You can see just gross, all weeds everywhere. There's nothing but clover and different things in there. Okay, we moved to April, and April was the month of destruction. We completely obliterated just about everything that was in any of these areas because it was all weeds. And you have to do that. You have to clear out what's not supposed to be there in order to promote what is supposed to be there. Okay, May came along. Things started to fill back in slowly but surely. We need to have patience. And then eventually here is June. And June is starting to look a lot better. Again, you can see a little bit better now, some of the crabgrass. And we've gone through and hand pulled that as well as shooting it with the quinclorac to kill it off. So we're excited with what has happened thus far. This is essentially 3 treatments in, so we will continue to give updates throughout the year as we see more and more results. But thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Oops, I covered my lawn pride there. But contact us. We'll get you a free estimate, and we'll get out and we'll start applying some of these treatments to your lawn. This is my direct phone number. You can call me there. You can also send me an email here at robertholcomb@lawandpride.com if you're not able to get in touch with me. You can go fill out your own estimate if you want to by going to lawandpride.com, and then we service North Charlotte, Huntersville, Davidson, Cornelius, Lake Norman, and all the surrounding areas. So Paw Creek is in there. There's a few different places that are not included here that we do service. But give us a call. Let us come out and take a look, and we'll start helping you to get that lawn on the way to being healthy and strong. But thank you so much for watching. Until next time.